Hello, students of class 8. So, today the topic that we are going to learn is chapter number 17 of your grammar, that is, transformation of sentences. Here, I present you a piece of picture from your book itself, from your grammar book. So, if you have the grammar book, you can refer to it. Otherwise, you can see here on your screen on the slide. So I will be telling you, it is written, there are different ways of saying the same thing. So there are different ways we can say a thing. Okay. Transformation refers to change in the form of a sentence without changing its meaning. What do you mean by transformation? It means refers to the change in the form of a sentence, but not in the changing its meaning. Okay, means the meaning should not change, but the form of the sentence can change. So, transformation of sentences, some of the methods we will be discussing here. You can see the first point, which is written in blue color. It's interchange of the degrees of comparison. As you have learned before, the degrees of comparison in the chapter adverb, that was positive, comparative, and superlative. So here also you are aware, you are familiar with these words, so it won't be difficult task for you uh, to learn this. Okay, so we can change the degree of comparison of an adjective or adverb in a sentence without changing its meaning. So here you can see examples are given. No other metal is as useful as iron. It is positive. Okay. Iron is more useful than any other metal. Comparative. Iron is the most useful metal. Superlative. So in these three sentences, what what do we get to know? We get to know that this three sentences is telling the importance of the metal iron, but the ways of expressing it is different. Means the forms are different, but the meaning is coming same, isn't it? Yes. In the first, no other metal is as useful as iron. Then iron is the most useful than any other metal, and iron is the most useful metal. Here it is talking about the metal iron. That meaning is not changing. So this is the first way, means one way, and first point. The second point, interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. Okay, so now affirmative sentences you have learned in chapter 1, affirmative sentences, affirmation, isn't it? So here, in order to change an affirmative sentence into a negative one without changing its meaning, we have to add a negative like no, not, or never, or use a positive degree between so and as. So either you have if you have to change affirmative sentence into negative sentence, either you have to add negative words like no, not, or never, or you have to use a positive degree between so and as. Here we will see the here the examples. We were doubtful whether it was you. It is an affirmative. Now here in the next sentence, we were not sure that it was you. Here not sure is used. Okay, negative words. In the next one, he is taller than me. This is affirmative. In the second sentence, I am not so tall as him. See, it is written use positive degree between so and as. So here is the positive degree which is used between so and as is tall. Okay. The third point, interchange of assertive and interrogative sentences. Here, in order to change an assertive sentence into the interrogative without changing its meaning, we have to first add a negative if the assertive sentence is in affirmative, or remove the negative if the assertive sentence is in the negative. In short, here what you have to do, for example, in the examples you see, they are rich enough to afford this car. This is what? This is an assertive sentence. Okay. So here, what you are doing in the next line, you are adding a negative if it is an assertive sentences. Okay, here, are they not rich enough to afford this car? Are they not rich enough to afford this car? And question mark is put over there. Not rich. Here in the first sentence it was written rich, and in the next it is written not rich. So now it has converted, or it has been interchanged into interrogative. In the next one, they are not rich enough to afford this car. This is assertive. They are not rich enough to afford this car. This is assertive. And when you're changing into interrogative, are they rich enough to afford this car? Are you getting the difference? Here, in the first sentence, what it is adding negative, and then it is removing not in the next one. And don't forget to give question mark if you are changing it into interrogative. Then the fourth one, that will be interchange of assertive and exclamatory sentences. So here it goes, the explanation. In order to change an exclamatory sentence into an assertive without changing its meaning, we have to, first what you have to do, add words like very, indeed, truly, etc. according to the need of the sentence, and remove the exclamation mark. For example, you can see it over here, that how beautiful the night is. This is an exclamatory sentence. But in the next line, it is written, the night is very beautiful. Here, what it is doing, it is adding the word very, okay, and removing the exclamation mark from exclamatory to assertive. And I think this is the last point of this chapter and the method. It is saying sentences containing the adverb to, means the sentences which is containing the adverb to, what we have to do over here, adverb to is changed into so that. We'll see, you will get it clear in the examples. These mangoes are too cheap to be good. Here, too cheap to be good, it is saying to will be changed into so that. So what you will write, these mangoes are, instead of to, so, then cheap will be same, then that they cannot be good. Here the meaning is not changing. These mangoes are so cheap that they cannot be good. Okay. So we'll do a recapitulation, some of the points. The first was interchange of the degrees of comparison The meanings will not change. You have to remember this thing in your mind. Then, interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. Then, interchange of assertive and interrogative sentences. Then, interchange of assertive and exclamatory sentences. And then, the last, sentences containing the adverb to will be changed into so that. So, this was all about this chapter, transformation of sentences. I hope you understand. So, children, have a nice day. Thank you.